Jason, your turn. Oh, sorry.
My turn.
Intro.
How do I do that?
Do you want me to do it? I have it pulled up.
Yeah, can you do it?
Yeah, I have it pulled up.
Yeah.
Hi, you guys are watching the Mac and Cheese podcast, which you will be hopefully getting a podcast once a month or multiple episodes once a week with a couple of my friends / celebrities. And we only say celebrities because last week we had Urinating Tree on the show.
It's finally doing it.
If you want to be a guest, please email us at macandcheesemacpodcast2023. Again, that's macpodcast2023 Tonight's guest is one of our favorite Twitter accounts. Dang it. Packerswithoutborders.
You're not going.
Twitter will be in the bio, so again, if you check them out, please do. Okay. So this recently happened, but if you want to get anything from tumblers of various designs ranging from sports leagues to your own designs, bracelets, rosaries, various eyelashes, chopsticks, crystal head figurines, multicolored pens, one-side transparent dice, pendants of all sorts, earrings, facial rollers, pendants, and more. They are all linked in my friend's website, which will be linked in the links section underneath the bio. You can get 15% off by using my code, which is Mary15, MARY15, number 15, for 15% off to get to my links in the channel. Hey Justin, do you want to go with the Tom?
So as you all know, Mr. Tom Grossi, famous YouTuber and Packers fan, was nominated by the Green Bay Packers for the NFL's Fan of the Year award. Voting is still open for another couple months. He has done a lot of chaotic good. In his 30 and 30 stadium tour / city by city, coast to coast, he has helped raise $500,000 plus for St. Jude's Children's Hospital. And he has another fundraiser coming up on December 16th. He's hoping to raise $100,000 for the Organization for Autism Research. And that charity live stream will be on December 16th at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. So make sure to check it out. His stuff is great, and make sure to vote for him as many times as you can for the Fan of the Year. So that's all I got.
Hey, Ingrid, I know you had questions for them. Did you want to start off with questions, or did you want me to ask the first one?
You can ask the first one.
Okay. So this is one that the guys know about. Did you watch any of my videos?
Yes.
On the Life of Mary channel, or Mac and Cheese podcast, to see what you got yourself into.
Absolutely. Don't worry. We're good. We're ready to rock and roll. We got you.
Perfect. Ingrid, your turn.
I'm going to let James do the next question. I'm going to do the third one.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Or Justin or whoever. One of the two. It don't matter.
Where's Matt? I thought Matt was in here. Is he kept popping in and out?
Yeah.
Yes. He's
that's what happens when you're nearly 50 and have a computer that's about as old as you are.
Love it.
At least he's here, at least he's with us in spirit.
Correct.
He keeps going in and out.
Let's act like we weren't talking about him.
Sounds good.
Right.
Okay.
Are you there, Matt? Look at this guy. Such a pro.
True legend.
A true legend of the game.
The man I really would love to see do a Lambo leap.
Oh my god. Wow.
Perfect.
I think he's frozen.
Yeah, he looks frozen.
Here, let's text him to tell his kids to get off of all of their iPads and their electronics so you can have a little bit of that bandwidth.
Yeah.
I was going to say, do the private chat, whatever it is.
Yeah. If Matt has access to private chat, he shouldn't have a problem.
Yeah, and I jumped in on just the link straight up, but I didn't download the app, so...
Don't worry about it. It should be fine. Ingrid, do you want to go with your question? Or do you want to wait?
Yeah, I'll wait to ask question number 3. So someone else
Okay.
wants to take over.
Yeah, I can do it. I got this.
All right.
Wait.
You got this.
Wait. I'm gonna wait. I have my computer up this time. I learned how to do this properly.
By the way, this is a general question for all of you guys. How was your
Okay.
Thanksgiving, more importantly?
Mine was good. Okay, people are going back and edit out.
Hello.
Hey, look, we finally got some movement from that.
Hey, it's probably this fandangled app that you guys are using.
Not my fault.
What's up, James? How you doing, buddy?
I'm good. How you doing? Long time.
I can't
no see.
complain. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Angry Cheesehead. I'm gonna go with your first name is Keith. That'll be your name from now on. Keith.
Close enough. Close enough. Actually, you're really close. But
Close
sure.
Justin, what's up, buddy? How are you? Mary, very nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
So I don't know if Bruce has explained to you. We've got a little bit of time here to be on your show. We're excited. We're honored to be on your show. Thank you very much for the invite.
Yeah, no problem.
Anybody else really excited about the Lions win yesterday?
I didn't see
Big
it
time.
coming.
We are going to the Super Bowl. Lambeau Field, Lombardi Avenue is going to have a parade. We are going to raise the 5th Lombardi trophy up high like there's no tomorrow and rub it in Viking fans' faces. Sing, yeah.
Hey,
Okay.
press that you're
I love
done.
that.
But in all seriousness, it was a well-deserved win. We kicked ass, and it was shocking how well we did with a third of our roster being injured and how crappy our defense has been, especially with Joe Barry. But I am very impressed with Jordan Love. He looked like a near god on the field these past couple weeks,
He
and
looked like
I am
Rodgers
ready to
out
see
there.
what else this offense can bring.
Yep, agreed. Okay.
Well, my Thanksgiving was made a lot better by the Packers winning. It was just a great win to see. Some mistakes here and there, but overall it was a fantastic win against the Lions.
Did you
Well-
have a question for them, James? Or no?
Yeah, I do actually.
Go ahead.
Actually, yeah, I might as well ask it. You guys got any traditions on game day that you'd like to do?
Oh, you got my question.
Matt, you can start.
I can
No.
start. Okay.
Yeah.
Guys, go ahead.
So normally on game day, I have the exact same breakfast. Bowl of Fruit Loops, only the red ones. Then I have brown toast and butter, a couple cups of coffee, 10 bourbons, a half ounce of weed, and then it's almost game time. So then I better get ready. I like to wear the same jersey. If the team wins, I like to wear the same jersey the next week. If they lose, then I wear a different jersey. Unfortunately, this year, I'm starting to run out of jerseys to wear.
You're gonna have to go back to the beginning again.
I might have to do some quick ordering on Fanatics to make sure I have something to wear game day, or I'll be out there shirtless.
God, geez, all you need is a case of PBR and you're all set.
I'm kind of the same way. I just wear the same shirt or jersey if we win, and then I don't wash it until we lose. So the last couple of years, it's been starting to stink up everything a little bit more than usual. This year, I've been able to wash it several times and start over. So we're okay. But yeah, either a T-shirt or a jersey that I wear. I do switch up to hats. Matt I think you always wear that same hat, dude. Like that thing is glued to your head.
It's a couple of years old. It's a couple of years old. Yeah, I do have 2, 4, 6. Well, Bruce has seen. I've got about a dozen or so hats, but I kind of like the flavor of basically whichever one I haven't ruined with my gigantic head. That's the one I wear next.
So Matt, how long have you had that hat that you're wearing right now?
This one I probably bought 10 years ago, but I've only been wearing it maybe 3 years.
Oh, this hat I actually had for about 10 years. Funny enough, do you want to know where I got this? Mall of America, deep in the heart of Minneapolis.
Mall of America, yeah, that's they've got a great Packers store in there. I went in there and bought a whole bunch of stuff for my kids in that Packers store. Yeah, I love that little Packers store in Mall of America. Are you from Minnesota?
I have family actually from St. Paul. Actually, my family's either Seahawk fans or Viking fans. I'm like the literal dark horse of the family, so it's always good to brag about the Lombardis.
So I know Mary's in Florida, and I know Bruce is in Texas. Where's the angry cheesehead from?
North Carolina, actually.
No, that's too bad. I'm sorry.
About half hour away from Bank of America, just stadium.
That's too bad.
But hopefully, I'll be moving down to Florida eventually.
Yeah, well, that's not much better, but yeah, no, that's too bad. I know, James. James, you're in Chicago. You're in Illinois.
I need to get the hell away from this cold weather. I'm jealous.
I'm telling you.
I'm jealous of all
right?
of y'all.
And then Justin, I'm gonna guess just by what I see in the background there, Tennessee.
No, I'm in Florida. So the stuff behind me.
That's too bad. Tennessee would have been better.
Well, at least the Titans are not division rivals. Anyway, the stuff behind me is posters of roller coasters from Cedar Point and Sandusky, Ohio, which I went to vacation to a couple of times, and then a couple of movie posters, Jaws, Raiders of the Lost Ark, and then I have a Brett Favre pendant. Brett Favre was my first favorite player, who he got me into being a Packers fan, plus the colors when I was younger. But I then learned how the Packers have the tradition about being with the community, and the Lambeau Leap, and the history over 100 years old now, and just I'm just grateful to be a Packers fan no matter what.
Hold on, but I do have a suggestion for you. Do not tell people that you chose the team because of the colors, because that is by far probably the the colors are okay, but I don't think I would have picked the Packers because of the colors, to be honest with you. Until I became a Packer fan, I was like, I owned it.
I was a young kid back then.
Yeah.
So you're super old now. Mary, how did you become a Packers fan?
So believe it or not, I'm actually from Wisconsin.
I believe it.
So my mom grew up as a Packer fan, so I just became one because of the family.
I see. Okay, that's a smart family. That's a good family. That's a good way to grow up, unlike Justin, who just was like, I like green. Green's my color.
Justin and I literally live 30 minutes away from each other.
Oh, really? Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Do you guys get together for the games?
We've been times. Twice.
Oh, yeah?
In the past couple of years. Yep.
Have you been to a game before?
I have not. No.
You've never been to a game?
Nope.
Justin, yes?
Yes, I've been to Lambeau, and then Miami last year.
Nice.
Keith? What about you, Keith?
I've never been to Lambeau, but I have been to a game last year in Tampa Bay when we beat Tom Brady 14-12. I am actually going to be going this year to the Panthers game on Christmas Eve. So, and hopefully next year I'll be going to Seattle and Jacksonville. Try to go for two.
I don't have to ask James. James sits with Jordan Love's mom, and they make out during the games.
Stud right there.
Yeah,
that's Jordan Love's baby daddy right there.
You don't know how much stuff we had to delete off when we had James on. We had to delete half of the stuff on the pod because he got nervous afterwards because of all the truths he was telling us about how his time with Jordan Love's mom.
How she likes to be kissed, what type of flowers she likes. It's like, wow, James. That's good. That's good. So what do we think for the rest of the season? Do we think these Packers are going to make the playoffs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not everyone at once. Calm down.
No, I just did thumbs up, so.
Okay, thumbs up from Justin. That means we're going to make the playoffs, and the second thumb means trophy, Super Bowl trophy.
Yeah, non-intentional, but sure, let's go with that.
Okay, Keith, I know what you think already. We're lifting the 5th Lombardi Trophy at the 50-yard line on the 5th of May.
And we will decorate the Curly Lambeau statue with pride. Or
Attaboy.
I'm sorry, Vince Lombardi.
Either one, Curly Lambeau or Vince Lombardi.
Praise be to the great Lord Jesus. We celebrate our true Father and the Son, Vince Lombardi and Curly Lambeau, bearing upon us the land that is Green Bay, as we raise the Lombardi, as we worship the Packers with pride and say, fuck you.
The theatrics, the theatrics are awesome, but when you keep pushing things towards your mouth, it changes the whole dramatic. James, what are you thinking?
I'm kind of torn, to be honest.
Yeah.
I want us to make it. I really do.
I mean, I know you've got the inside scoop. So you're at Thanksgiving dinner. There's Mama Love. Right across from you is Jordan. You said, hey, Jordan, thanks for pulling out the win. It made the dinner a little bit more digestible today. What do you think, Jordan?
Truth be told, I didn't think we had a chance yesterday. I'll be honest. I didn't think we had a chance.
I didn't think we had a snowball's chance in hell. That's what I thought. Yes, Bruce did. Bruce is the prognosticator of prognosticators. You ever seen Puxatawny Phil?
Bruce,
do you know who that is?
That's
Bruce. Bruce is Puxatawny Phil, I'm telling you. Bruce comes out of his house once a week, and if he sees his shadow, the Packers don't win.
Correct. And I'm short, too, so it's really hard to find his shadow. Look, I think all of us as Packer fans want to make sure that, there's people that want us to lose. I don't want to see my team lose. I don't care if we end up with the 13th or the 18th pick, if we end up kind of just middle roading it like we did last year, but I want to see these guys win. And it's very winnable. Matt and I were talking about this on the pod where we need to go 2-3, right, against the Chargers, the Lions, and the Chiefs. Like, we had to do that. We were going to drop one of those games. More than likely, Kansas City.
We thought it was the Lions. We thought it was the Lions game.
Yep. If we beat Kansas City next week. Whoo, boy.
Like we can still go 12-5. That's still there. That's still there. Now, whether or not we do that, that's a completely different story.
No,
but I think
6 losses.
I think 10. Oh, is it 6 losses already?
6 losses. Yeah.
4-6.
Yeah, I've been drinking. Justin was passing out vodka shots earlier, and I went in for a double. So we could go 11-6. I don't think we go 11-6. I think we go 10-7. Still, I think we drop one of our next, 5 games, and that's it. And we go right into the playoffs 10-7. Jordan Love is already on pace for 4,000 yards this year. His record in touchdowns and yards is identical to Aaron Rodgers' first year.
Exact same.
And Aaron Rodgers had a team the year before that went to the NFC Championship game and lost, whereas Rodgers handed a team that didn't make the playoffs, had no veteran wide receivers, and handed that all over to Jordan Love and said, okay, good luck. And Jordan's doing it. Jordan's doing it. I mean, James, you're tucking him in at night, and you're giving him his bedtime story, and you're saying there was 3 little bears, and you kicked their ass all the way back to Chicago.
Simple as this. Here you go.
Boy,
We've got after Kansas City. Let's say we get out of Kansas City, whether we win or lose at this point. Then you've got, coming out of the Kansas City game, you've got the Giants. Then you have the Bucks, and then you have Carolina.
We can win all 3 of those.
Very possible, right? And then we need to kick the shit out of the Vikings because I hate the Vikings. Fuck the Vikings, and just sweep the Bears again, and we make the playoffs. That's it. Very easy to do. It is right Simple. There. We're going to have a difficult game. We've got a difficult game against Kansas City, and we got a difficult game against Minnesota. But even if we lose both those games, we could finish 9-8 and sneak in because other than 2 teams in the NFC, everybody else is trash.
Yep.
It's just the tiebreakers with Atlanta. Imagine if Atlanta wins the tiebreaker.
By the 1 point. Oh.
Yes.
Oh no.
You're welcome.
I'd move to Chicago and live with James and Jordan Love.
Mary, you had 3 questions. So you guys had 3 questions. We heard 1 question. What's the other question you guys have?
What was the first question? I missed the first question.
Oh,
No, you talked about wearing the same shirt and drinking 10
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Right.
so there's actually more than 3, like you think?
Oh, as many as you want.
Yeah,
we
we
got
got
it.
we're just taking
I
turns.
just
That's what
thought
we
of
do.
one. I just thought of one for both of you, and I can't believe I didn't
Hey,
ask this.
My turn.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's Mary's turn. James.
I just thought of one though. But go ahead.
Is that Jordan Love in the background? Is he standing there, James? I think I see him. Is that him there? Is that him right there? Okay.
This chick's going to
All
get
right.
old, Matthew.
Let's go, Mary. What's your next question?
Who's a guest on my podcast or the Mac and Cheese podcast that I should get on? I know Angry or Keith, whatever his new name is. Your name is Tree. And we recently got him on. So
Who should you get on next?
On
You
Twitter.
have to. On Twitter.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, if you can't get Elon Musk, James can get Jordan Love on there tomorrow. I know Justin has got Jennifer Lawrence's phone number. So you know who I would get? This is who I would bother. I would bother Clayton from Packers Total Access.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Nice.
I would definitely get Clayton on. And then when you get him on, don't pay attention to the size of his nose. It's a little strange. Don't stare at it. Don't make fun of it. Don't make fun of it. He doesn't like that. But it's a little off-putting.
Dude, our
You know?
Patreon pod is going to be off
When
the
he-
hook, dude. Oh my God.
when he goes to when he goes to an orchestra and he bobs his head, the orchestra changes tempo.
All right. I've got a question for everyone. Does Joe Barry keep his job at the end of this season?
Hell no. Next.
I don't think so. I saw that I've seen on Twitter that if the Jets fire Robert Saleh, the Packers should get him as defensive coordinator.
Robert Saleh.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Like that.
I like Robert Saleh. Yeah, we'd have a defense with a little attitude.
Yeah.
That would be good. I like that.
I can see
Anybody
that.
Next
else?
question, Mary. Next question, Mary.
James, did you have one? We're
Yeah, I
going
did.
back and forth.
Most famous guest the two of you have had. Not me. Not me.
Dave Robinson or
Dave
TJ
Robinson.
Wims?
No, it's Dave Robinson, dude.
Yeah.
The first ever Hall of Fame linebacker for the Packers.
Oh, nice.
Black linebacker inducted into the Hall of Fame. Won Super Bowl one champion.
From the Lombardi
Super Bowl
That by
II.
far was the best.
Yeah.
I've got his cell number, not to drop any.
Yeah.
You're kidding.
They go to bingo
No.
together.
Yeah,
You got his number?
I do have his cell number.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna need to talk about it. We're gonna need to talk after this here, because
It's 7.
Oh, sure.
This lighting has got me looking like Return of the Dead. Here we go. Look, alive, dead, alive. This is why, my mom always said I had a face for radio. Next question.
A voice for a podcast.
Angry, did you have one?
Yeah, so of course we all know 2025 special time. The draft is coming to Lambeau, thank goodness. And I want to know what your guys' thoughts are about it, and also what your guys' thoughts on the 50s alternative uniforms that we wore, whether it was against Washington 2 years ago, the Jets last year, and this year with the Chargers.
Yep. Well, I'll work my way backwards. I think that the 50s throwbacks are number one, close second behind. I'm not a huge fan of the Acme packing brownie kind of color, like that creamsicle color, whatever. I don't know what that color is, but definitely that is.
I like
one
the
of my
blue.
favorite.
The blue.
Yeah,
the blue are my
See,
favorite.
I like the green and
alternate.
yellow. Yeah, and I like the green.
green and yellow.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, obviously.
And then in terms of the draft, they've been
Packers
preparing for
Without
this for a
Borders. We're
very
gonna
long time.
announce it. You know what? We should announce it here. We'll announce
Okay.
it on Mary's pot.
Do it.
This is an exclusive, Mary. Mary,
Do it. Drop
we
it.
have Patreon members who pay to hear us two idiots fart on our microphones for an hour a couple of times a month. This is it. Okay?
Okay.
2025 is the draft. 2025 Packers Without Borders tailgate party at the draft. Okay?
Yes.
Games, prizes, Nicole Kidman, Charlize Theron. These are some of the names that won't
Gal
be there.
Gadot has not confirmed, but pretty sure
They will not be there. These people will not be there. Sean Penn, Marlon Brando, again, people who will not be there. Confirmed.
Confirmed. Okay.
No,
Yeah.
but they've really prepared for this. You look at Titletown, and if you guys have been there in the last, I mean, I know some of you guys have not been there, but if you've been there in the last couple of years, the infrastructure is absolutely set up. One of the problems is people talking about hotels. I have never stayed in Green Bay any of the times that I've ever gone to a game. I've always stayed in Appleton in one of the little out-of-town things, which is, it literally takes you less time to drive from any of the little towns outside of Green Bay to the stadium than it would like it did for me when I went to go see them in Phoenix. It took me longer to get from the hotel downtown or wherever I was in Phoenix to downtown Phoenix for the game than it did for me to drive from Appleton. So logistics is going to be awesome. As everybody knows, any game in Lambeau, the people we are generally in that sense, I think probably the best fans in the entire league. Even if we always welcome people. I mean, every time I go there, it's people from other teams are showing up, and everybody's just kind of cross-mingling within tables and beers, and everybody's sharing and talking. That type of experience in a draft is going to be awesome. You don't need 300,000 people to make it a Green Bay draft. Let's say you get 100,000 people, whatever it is, it doesn't matter. It's going to be the majority Packer fans like it usually is, and I think a lot of people will travel just to go see it. It's going to be a really good time. And then, of course, with our tailgate, boom.
Going to be completely legit, off the hook again. People like Charlize Theron, Gal Gadot will not be there.
Nope.
And we get boo
But
Roger in person.
But
could.
James is going to bring probably no one.
I gotta see up there. I'll probably be up there.
Well, you know what? We'll make sure we announce it. There'll be prizes. There'll be T-shirts. There'll be debauchery. Bruce will get a tattoo with me. It's going to be a great weekend. No face tattoos. No face tattoos.
No.
We'll get matching tattoos. I'll get something where like somebody's holding their hand out on my back, and you get it on your back, and then when we stand together, it looks like we're holding hands.
Okay. Any other questions?
Not for that one.
We got a few more minutes left here,
Yep.
and we'll have to jump out. Bruce and I, as you know, he's drinking Red Stripe today. That's Jamaican beer. Red
It
Stripe
is.
Jamaican beer is fantastic beer. It tastes a lot like Labatt's Blue, except it's in the short stubby. Short
Correct.
stubby for all of those is my nickname in high school. So, next question.
Yeah, so as Justin mentioned, what are your thoughts of Tom Grossi winning Packers Fan of the Year, and do you think he will win NFL Fan of the Year? I know Justin, angry. Can you do Tree Super Bowl thing, please, to show them?
Like what? Like what do you mean by
The
that?
thing that you guys did on the show Wednesday.
The things that we did. I'm trying to remember.
The Super Bowl. Packers going Super Bowl.
Oh yeah, the Packers are going to the Super Bowl. You know, going to win that fifth Lamborghini. You know, like I would say on Twitter. God damn it, my fucking page.
Oh, man.
It's a flying thing. No, there, you just take over. I'll go grab my pen.
I don't know anything about Tom Grossi other than that.
Who's Tom Grossi?
He
Fan of
raised
the
a
year,
bunch of money through the
yeah.
Packers organization, like working with. I guess he's just a big fan and raised like $500,000. That's my
500,000.
extent of knowing him. But anybody who's willing to do it's not easy to do that stuff, and it takes a long time and a lot of effort and commitment. So good for him. But that's all I know, and I hope he wins just because I hope he wins. I don't know.
Yeah, he's Justin and I, and Angry actually, have had the privilege of meeting Tom in person
Oh yeah,
in Tampa.
and he's a big celebrity.
Yep.
See, I'm up here in Canada, so we don't get that sort of news about the United States.
He's a big Packer fan from New York.
Oh, from New York. Oh, well, obviously he'd be a Packer fan then.
His
We're
dad's a
everywhere,
Cowboys
baby.
fan.
We're everywhere. We're everywhere.
We're everywhere, man. Packers Without Borders. That's why we called it Packers Without Borders, because there are no borders. It is just one. Yeah. Oh, it makes sense now. So sometimes you gotta, point in the right direction. So, another question.
Wait. Am I allowed to say, I'll say this. Screw that. James, you already know this. So you guys mentioned James knows Jordan Love's mom, but I actually know Sammy Watkins' cousin.
Oh, really? Oh.
Name dropping. Very nice.
I'm not going to drop his real name, but I do know his cousin. He sold me a car, actually.
Oh, very nice. Very nice. What kind of car did you get?
A Nissan Sentra. No, Versa.
A Nissan Sentra. Oh, so it's not very fast, so it wouldn't catch anything. That sounds like Sammy Watkins.
But, and Devontae Campbell, when he signed as a Packer, I moved to Florida, which they're I'm from. So,
cool. Man, 6 degrees of separation there. So are you are you planning to work for the Packers, Mary? Is that what you want to do?
I don't know yet.
You don't know yet?
Because I actually have my degree in medical. I have medical assisting and
be part of the training staff, please.
Oh, please go into the training staff and fix those morons.
Show them how to stretch a hamstring. Stretch a hamstring out properly.
Mary, go. If you go in there and you work with the training staff and you just what you do is you walk in and you say, all of you guys are out of here. Get out. I'm in the build. Get out.
Out.
Once you do that, I promise you will win a Super Bowl the second you go in there and you throw out that stupid training staff that can't keep a person healthy on an off week for 2 weeks and come out of a bye week with 13 people injured for whatever reason. You are more, you know what? Let's create like some sort of.
Let's go, Mary. Mary, GoFundMe for Mary. Mary's GoFundMe. Yeah. We're a petition. A petition. We only need 10,000 signatures. I bet you Clayton from Packers Access will help you out with that. That's something right up his alley.
Let's do it. Let's get you a job there so we can actually get a real staff in there.
Yeah. And you know who else would be good to have on there? JJ Leahy. L-A-H.
Oh, yes.
Leahy. He's also a good Packers guy. He kind of looks like a garden gnome. Big beard, short little guy.
I don't think he's short. I don't know.
Yeah, well, he's shorter than me.
Well, almost everybody's shorter than you.
That's how it goes.
Yeah. Hey, I'm tall for an American.
Yeah, I'm closer to God because He wants it that way.
Hey,
Just
easy
saying.
to use it. The higher the hair, the closer you are to God, buddy. That's what they say.
I'm just saying.
Yep.
Yeah. So, any other questions there, guys?
Justin, did you want to do your timeline one? That's a good one.
Yes. I asked this in an earlier episode, but let's say you have a time traveling DeLorean or wherever time machine you like.
Okay.
And you get to go to any Packers win in history, excluding the Super Bowl victories. What would be your top 3 or 5 choices?
Excluding Super Bowls?
Let's do top 3. Let's do top 3. Let's do top 3 wins. Obviously, Hail Mary in Detroit, Aaron Rodgers right up there, right? One of the top 3. Brett Favre to Greg Jennings in overtime in Denver. That would have been the game because Denver had no time left and had to go running out to kick the field goal, and they barely got it off, and they just got it in. It was just one of those. And then I think I would like to go see Bart Starr in the Ice Bowl. That would have been a game.
Yeah.
Yep. Ice Bowl for me. And then number 2 is probably the Brett Favre dad game.
Oh, yeah. Right.
Come on now.
Raiders.
That's probably my 2. And then 3, I would want to see Reggie White, Charles Woods, like just it doesn't matter. I would want to see Reggie White in the flesh. You know what I mean? Like see him play a game with because I never got to see him in person. That's somebody I would have loved to see play. So it doesn't matter. It would not matter any game with Reggie White in it. Just to see him play would probably be my 3.
Raji.
Ingrid, do you have any more? I know you and I already did this one.
Yes, let me look. Sorry.
No,
So how did Backers Without Borders become to be? Like I know I know one of you is from like Canada, the other one's Texas. Just
Which
how
one?
it came to be.
Which one of us?
Which one?
Matt, I think you were from Canada
So
and yours is Texas, right?
Yeah.
No, we're
see,
both
my
from
dad
Texas.
Oh, you're
my-
both from Texas. Oh,
Yeah.
sorry. My bad.
So my dad and my mom got together in 1975 on a property
Yeah.
in Cloudcroft, and then I came into the world, and then and then
My mom and dad got together in 1943, and I was born shortly after during World War II, just before the
Oh my
bomb
God.
drop on Japan. I am almost 100 years old.
it was
And,
Twitter. It was Twitter.
Twitter.
So
Yeah.
we would kind of interact just like the way that we interact on Twitter with you guys. But Matt just all of a sudden out of the blue just kind of DM me. We were talking
I
about
sent
Brett
him a
Favre's
dick pic.
penis. Yep, he was talking about Brett Favre at the time, and he reenacted it.
Got a 4. He has a 4 shaved in it.
Yeah,
It's a 4. So you know
no,
it's
he
him.
literally he said, "Hey man, you kind of seem like a pretty good dude. You want to do a podcast together?" And then it took me it took me some time to commit to it because I knew it was going to be a lot of commitment.
It's a lot of work, right?
It's a lot of work and a lot of commitment and making sure that you don't just kind of flake ever, right? Like that's kind of the key to podcast or any type of content is being consistent all the time. But once Matt and I talked, and I was like, okay, dude, you know what? I'm going to be working from home, COVID, all this type of stuff. So it freed up some time. And I was like, let's pull the trigger. And then our first pod was absolutely terrible. And we're 200 and something in, and they're still terrible. It's great.
They're horrible.
Hey, wait a minute now.
I don't think people actually listen to it.
I developed a lisp at some point because I'm losing so many teeth from my age that now I've got a lisp on the podcast.
And his co-host has the filthiest mouth. I mean, it is terrible.
Yeah. You kiss Jordan Le's mom with that mouth?
Yeah. No, I kiss his dad. His dad is great like that. Oh, the filthiest mouth. Terrible. How did you start your podcast, Barry?
Yeah, so I can kind of explain it. So I had the Life of Mary podcast actually beforehand.
Okay.
And that's where I kind of started. I got inspiration from Hey We Like Your Pod, Tom Grossi, Urinating Tree, everyone, pretty much, and you guys. So I just I started with Miss Emily Mack, and it just started from there. She's actually drawing our logo right now, which
Oh, wow.
I think I can unveil it. So it's going to be a bowl of mac and cheese with a green and yellow bowl, and our name, Mac, engraved in the bowl.
Nice.
And then because I was in a job interview at the time, I'm about to be working full time. So I actually DM'd Angry because I wanted him on the podcast anyways. So that was the final podcast of the Life of Mary podcast. And then Angry and I were like, hey, let's start a podcast together. So that's why it's MAC. MAC stands for Mary and Angry Cheesehead, basically.
Nice.
Oh, nice. That's good. That's good. Okay. So we are like your first official guests on the mac and cheese.
Second.
Our second. Who's your first?
Urinating Tree.
Who?
Urinating Tree?
One of the Steeler podcasters.
The YouTuber.
Urinating Tree. What's a urinating tree? Oh my
The
god.
tree that pisses all over. That's what it does. Stands there and just roots in and just takes the piss.
Wow.
But he's a diehard Steelers fan, so we interviewed him this Wednesday. So
Cool.
Nice.
that one should be dropping tomorrow.
Nice.
Well, we were better.
Well, you know what? We appreciate that you would think of us and that you would include us in your mac and cheese show. We had a lot of fun. There was a lot of laughs there. I know James, he won't stop making faces at me. I can't stop laughing. And I know Bruce and I are real honored to have you on. It was nice to see some of you guys in person. I know, James, we've talked before. We had you on the show, of course. Keith from the Angry Cheesehead. I mean, nice to finally put a face to the name. Justin, I see you on everything on Twitter. You are the most active guy I've ever met. I think Twitter should be paying you.
I wish. No, I'm just happy to be interacting with a lot of Packers fans, and I'm hoping to
Absolutely.
meet a lot of, I'm just hoping to meet a lot of my Twitter friends in person in 2 years.
It's a great community, isn't it? Everybody kind of helps each other out, and everybody's real friendly and real nice, and everybody's real friendly. And you know, it's nice to all have a collective goal. We're all cheering on our green and gold, our pack, the 1919, Packers, and we're hoping for another Lombardi.
Yep.
Next year. No, not next year.
No.
Following year.
Yeah, I was gonna say, wait, what?
2 years.
Well, technically, it would be next year because they play the game in February, and that would be
Oh,
2024. So, yeah, next year.
Next year.
In Las Vegas.
Yep. Guys, it's been a pleasure. Thank you very much for having us on. You have a great rest of your night. Good luck. Peace.
Thank you so much.
We'll see you in the Twitterverse.
Yeah.
Hey,
Definitely.
Bruce and Matt, question for y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When can I come back on y'all's show? Because I enjoyed it the last time I did.
Oh.
You know what? We've got a laundry list, James. We've got a laundry list, and this is Bruce's fault. Okay, so let me start by saying right off the hop, it's Bruce's fault because he's got a business to run. He's got another job that he does, and he's got like 27 kids that run around the house, 15 dogs, 3 or 4 iguanas. Plus, he's got to make them all food. So we have a laundry list, and they're legitimately, we've got 15 guests who have been asking to come on but haven't been on yet this year, and we're trying to fit everybody on. But once we get through that list, James, we will definitely have you back on. That was a lot of fun. Mary, we'll have to, of course, have you on when we get through our list, and we'll have the whole shooting match, and we'll have some dirty jokes, and we'll play some games, and it'll be a great time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Peace. Go Pack, go.
Go Pack, go.
There it goes.